Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's class, we will discuss how to do the orthographic projection of the given isometric diagram. This is the isometric diagram given in the question. We can call it as three-dimensional diagram also. Okay, we are converting this three-dimensional diagram into two-dimensional diagram in today's class. So here, as I told, we can take this diagram is the isometric view or three-dimensional diagram. We are converting this into, just now I told, two-dimensional diagram. In the textbook, we are giving the name for two-dimensional diagram orthographic projections. So in orthographic projections, we have three types of views. Front view of the object, from FV we are writing this F and V. Top view of the object, okay, so shortcut form T and V. Side view of the object, SV we are taking, okay. So these three views we are doing in orthographic projections. For doing these three views, let us check the given diagram dimensions. Here if we check the dimensions, units are not given. If units are not given, consider all units in mm. Width is 80 mm and this is 60 mm and this height is 15 mm and this is 55 mm and this height is 50 mm and this thickness is 35 mm. Here one circular section is there. The radius is R, okay, capital R. Here this side is 15 mm, this side is 15 mm means this diagram is symmetrical about the horizontal axis. If you are taking the horizontal axis like this, okay, so whatever this side shape will be there, the same shape will come this side also. Okay, this given diagram is symmetrical about horizontal axis, correct? Now here this thickness has given, this thickness has given, how much this diameter or radius of this semicircle, okay, how to find this length 60. Throughout here also it is 60 width, here also it is 60, okay, here also it is 60 plus whatever thickness here, same thickness this side and same thickness this side, it is looking like that, okay. Now if you are considering this is 60, so in 60 remove this value and this value, okay, 15 plus 15 means 30, so total is 60 minus 30 means here we are getting 30, okay. Diameter of the semicircle is 30. How much radius is 15 mm? Just I will write R is equal to 15, okay, roughly I am taking. Here this thickness is 10 mm, this has also given, it is also 10 mm, okay. Let us do all the three views, okay, these views in orthographic projections. So initially we have to do the front view, okay. So front view of the given object. For doing the front view, in the questions arrow will be provided, but in this question there will be no arrow. So for taking the front view we can take any arrow. Here I am doing the arrow, okay, this is the front view direction, but wherever width is more, take that side is the front view arrow, okay, front view direction. If we see from front, what are the dimensions we can see, okay, this L shape and then this shape, okay, like a U shape it is. We can see initially U shape, okay, let us do that shape, okay. What are the dimensions of it? 80 and height is 50 and here height is 15 mm, okay. Initially let us do 80 mm line here. For doing the front view, top view and side view, I did one reference line, horizontal reference line and vertical reference line, okay. Here initially we are doing the front view, below it we are doing the top view, okay. Let us do 80 mm line. Roughly I am doing without using the drawing instruments. Approximately I am taking the values. This is 80 mm, okay. We can take any gap between this reference line and this main diagram line. After 80 mm, do the height 50 mm. Now here do 50 mm. Do 15 mm. Just roughly mark all the dimensions. After that here do this thickness, how much it is? 35 mm. After that 10 mm. 35 mm here. 35 mm. After that 10 mm. And here also do one line. How much this width? It is 55 mm, okay. So here from this line do 55 mm, okay, here 55. After getting 55, just do one vertical line there. So after getting 55 mm, here I will do one vertical line. So at 10 mm I will do the horizontal line. So after this U section, from the front, okay, we can see the slope also, okay. It is starting here, slope, now it is ending at this side, okay. From the front this slope is looking like here, okay. So here we have to join this point to this point for getting the slope line. Now we have to join this point to this point. So the slope line also we can see from the front. So after getting the slope here from the front, we can't see the circular hole, Okay, so this is the invisible part. For invisible parts we have to show by using the dotted line. Okay, from the front we have to show one line here, dotted line. It will indicate throughout this height this circular gap is there, where we have to take this dotted line. So at the radius of the circle. So how much radius of the circle? Just now we have written r is 15 mm. So from this corner at 15 mm we have to take the dashed line or dotted line. So from this side 15 mm, do the dashed line here. Roughly we are taking the dimensions. Okay, this is the complete front view. This will indicate circular hole. Okay, and after getting the front view we need to do the top view. For doing the top view we have to do the projectile lines from all the main lines of the diagram. Let us do here. This projectile line should be in light color compared to the main diagram. Okay, by using scale we have to do. Getting the projectile lines in this space we will do the top view. For doing the top view, here arrow has not given, but we have to take top of the object one arrow. So from this direction we have to see the entire object. Okay, if you see from top, what are the main dimensions we are seeing? Here we can see 80 by 60 mm, one box, complete one box. Okay, first do this main dimensions. 80 by 60 we can see from top, correct? So already we took 80 here. So here we have to do one box of dimensions 80 by 60 mm. Okay, already 80 we took. So here from the initial projectile line to end projectile line it is 80. So we have to take one line. So 80 we have finished. Now take 60. Take this side 60. We are doing the projectile lines for taking the dimensions only. Okay, no need to measure here always 80 mm. After doing 60, just make one box. Okay, this is the main dimensions from the top view. We are getting from top view main dimensions 80 by 60. We can see this portion, correct? So how much width it is? 35 mm. This 35 mm is coming up to the entire width. 35 mm we have to take. So wherever 35 we are taking, take the same projectile line, make it dark. Okay, roughly I am doing here 35. This portion we can see from top. After this portion, here gap is there, correct? Okay, in this rectangle this semicircular gap is there. We can see this semicircular shape from the top. So where it is semicircle, at the middle of it this 60 mm. Okay, so middle of the 60 mm is we have to take 30 mm. So this is 60 mm, take middle of it means here 30 mm. Okay, at 30 mm the center will come. Okay, so we can see the exact shape of the semicircle. Radius is 15 mm. By using compass, take 15 mm, we have to do the semicircle. So this semicircle hole is up to this. Okay, so roughly I am doing by using compass we have to do the semicircle. Okay, this semicircle should pass through this because it is the semicircular hole. So this type of symmetrical semicircle will come here. This center is 30 mm from this side. This is the 30 mm center is here. These corners also we can see. So make those corners should be dark. So after that we can make it dark, this entire part. Now after getting this, here from top we can see this slope line also, but from the top this slope line is looking like rectangle. Okay, so 10 mm thickness also we can see. Where this slope line will start? At the middle of this block. Okay, so middle means again in 60 mm, this is 30, this is 30. Okay, already we took the 30 mm line, just do one line here. Okay, middle line. So on the middle line take this side 5 mm, this side 5 mm, total 10 mm distance. So on the middle line from here take 5 mm this side, okay, here, and 5 mm this side, total is 10 mm. Here the slope line is looking like rectangle. Okay, like this. This is 10 mm. Okay, this thickness. So same thing we did here. We are getting the slope. So from the top we can't see this hidden gap. Okay, from top we can't see this. Okay, there we have to do the dashed line. So already from top view we took this. So this part we can't see from top. So wherever projectile line is there, we have to take it is a hidden line or dotted line, dashed line. After this semicircle, from the top view we can see this border also. Okay, entire border. In the top view, make this border should be dark. Already I did dark color, so this is the complete top view. After getting the top view and front view, you have to do the side view. For doing the side view, you have to do the projectile lines from all the main lines from the front view as well as from the top view. By using scale, we have to do these lines. So these are the projectile lines we did from the front view. From top view also we have to do the projectile line, but here up to this line we have to do the projectile lines. Okay. So we got all these intersection points. Now shift these points up to this reference line. Here for shifting it we can use compass. Okay, this as center, this as radius. We can shift this point to this point by taking an arc, or we can do the 45 degrees lines also. Okay, from this point to this point. Okay, this angle should be 45. Now we have shift this point to this point here, and from all these points we can take the 45 degrees lines, or we can take parallel lines. Okay, by fixing the drafter scale here, and we can move the scale at all the points for getting the parallel lines. For getting this line, here we have to do the parallel line. So at all these points, do the vertical projectile lines. In the side view, we can see this box. Okay, 60 by 15. Okay, now here we have to do side view. 60 already we took. Okay, take the same dimension, 60 here. Already projectile lines are there. So on it, make it dark. And then 15 mm block. From 15 we took here one projectile line. So make the box initially. This is 15, this is 60. After getting this box from the side view, so here we can see the entire height. Okay, how much height it is? 50 mm. This side same height, 50 mm from the bottom. Okay, let us do the height at both sides. So here 50 mm, here 50 mm. So from this bottom it is again this side also 50 mm. Okay, like this. Now after that, here we can see the thickness 10 mm. Okay, here one line, here one line. It is the top line of the diagram. So here we have to do one line. So at 10 mm from this dimension we are taking 10 mm projectile line. Just make it dark. Okay, this block. Okay, this block we can see from side. After from the side view we can see this slope also. This slope line is looking like rectangle. Okay, so thickness is 10 mm, that rectangle thickness. So from where we can take 10 mm here. So here 10 mm gap. So here we are taking 10 mm, these two projectile lines. Okay, so here this line and this line 10 mm lines. So here we can see this slope as rectangle. Okay, it is 10. After getting this rectangle from the side view, we have to do this semicircle. Okay, this semicircle is invisible from the side view, but we have to show in the side view. So for hidden parts we are doing the dotted line. So how much this length already we have marked from the top view. Okay, wherever these lines are passing, so this line, just I am taking tick here, here this line. So the semicircle is in between these lines. Okay, these lines should be hidden. So the meaning is it is the dashed lines here and this line. So this will indicate hidden lines. It has a semicircular hole. At the center also, center line we didn't do. Here do the center, or in 60 mm take middle point. Okay, so this is entire length. So just continue this up to the height, entire height, and at the center do the axis line. Axis line means it is passing, it is an imaginary line passing through the center. Okay, so at the center of this 60 mm, let us take here, do the axis line. Two big lines with a dot, axis lines. By seeing the axis we can say it is a circular hidden part. Okay, if axis is not there, So we can assume by seeing this it has a rectangular hole. These are the three views, front view, top view and side view are coming in the orthographic projection. So we have converted this 3D diagram or isometric view into orthographic view. So without using the drawing instruments we did. So by using drawing instruments and correct measurements of the dimensions we have to do all the three diagrams. Okay, after that here I want to tell one thing. Here we are taking this arrow right side of this diagram, correct? That's why whatever side view is coming, it is the right side view. Okay, this view we can call it as right side view also. Sometimes in the question it may be asking do front view, top view and right side view. Right side view means the meaning is the arrow is right side to this diagram. Okay, so here but the diagram we are doing left side to this diagram. Okay, don't get confused. Right side view means so arrow should be in the right side position. Let us do all the three diagrams by using the drawing instruments and correct measurements of the dimensions. Initially we will do the reference line, horizontal reference line and vertical reference line. Take this line is of any length, mark x and y at the ends. Okay, take any point, here do the vertical reference line. Mark instead of same names, here I am marking x1 then y1. Here this angle should be 90 degrees. Okay, by using drafter you can do correctly. With one scale do the horizontal line, with vertical scale do the vertical line. We can take any gap between reference line and main diagram. Do the initially front view. Initially do 8 cm line, after that 5 cm line. Here do one line. You need take 8 cm. Mark the end points. Make it dark. Okay, after getting the 8 cm line, do 5 cm here. This is the reference line. Move the scale. Here do a line of some length. On it take 5 cm. 1.5 centimeter. Take this is the reference line. Move the scale up to the last point. Do one line on it. Take 1.5 centimeter. Mark the end point. Make it dark. After that, here take 3.5 centimeter. On it take 3.5 centimeter. Mark the end point. Make it dark. After that, take 10 mm. That is 1 centimeter. To do the line of some length on it take 1 centimeter. Make it dark. Here do the 5.5 centimeter line. On it take 5.5 centimeter. After getting this line, here do the vertical line. Here do the line of some length. Okay. Here do the horizontal line up to the intersection point. Okay, this is the reference line. Move the scale. After getting U shape, join this point to this point. After that, here do the dotted line 15 mm from this side, 1.5 centimeter. Mark 1.5 centimeter one point. At this point, do the dashed line. So this is the complete front view. Okay. Now after that, do the top view. For doing the top view, from front view, do the projectile lines. Okay. As you know, projectile lines means thin lines in light color. Okay. These are the thin lines compared to the main diagram lines. Now after that, here in this place we will do this top view. Okay, just make one line after some gap. We can take any gap here also. Okay, so after some gap I will do one line. It is 8 centimeter. Already we took the projectile lines. Okay, so from this line to this line 8 centimeter it is already. So no need to measure 8 centimeter. Already this gap is 8. So the between projectile lines it is the same 8 centimeter. After that, do here how much it is 60 mm. Okay, total. This is 60, this is 60. On the same projectile line, take 6 centimeters. So here also take 6 centimeters. Okay, complete the box here. This is the top view box. In it, mark the middle point. It is a center for this semicircle. in 6 centimeters. Middle point means 3 centimeter. Okay, this point as center, we will do the one semicircle here. Okay, after getting the center, this center, okay, no need to measure every time. Wherever the projectile line is coming, take this gap, okay, as a radius. So by using compass, take this point is the center, distance is the radius. Okay, so do one semicircle. In the semicircle, here remove this line because it is a semicircular hole. So this line, projectile line, here it is a dotted line. So after getting this line, for this center, do the center line, axis line. Here one axis line, here one axis line. Axis line means imaginary line. It is a two big lines with a dot like this. Okay, similarly, vertical side also do the axis line like this. Wherever circular sections will be there, we have to mark axis line. After getting this line, here make a dark line which is coming from this projector. Okay, from this projector, here make the dark line. So after getting this line, here do this box. How much thickness? 10 mm. Okay, where it is at the middle of this height. The height is 60 mm. Okay, mark the middle point initially. Okay, in 60 mm, middle point is 30 mm. At 30 mm, mark the middle point. Now this is 10 mm thickness. From the middle point, 5 mm this side, 5 mm this side. Okay, this is the middle point. So 5 mm, here 5 mm, total 1 centimeter. So at these points, do the lines up to this line. Take this is the reference line. Make a dark line. So this box we can see from the top. So this is the entire top view. Now after getting it, let us do the side view. For getting the side view, we have to do the projectile lines from this diagram. Okay, let us do. Just now I told projectile line should be in light color. It should be from all the main lines of the diagram. From the top view also we have to do the projectile lines up to this reference line. Now after getting the intersection points, we have to shift all these points up to this reference line. For getting it, I am taking 45 degrees lines, or we can take by using compass, we can take this radius, this point as center, we can shift this point up to here. It is coming at the same point. Okay, by compass also we can do, or by using 45 degrees also we can do. I will take 45 degrees line. Initially at this point I am taking 45 degrees line. So from this 45, we got 45 degrees. We have to join this point to this point like this. But this line should be up to the reference line. Okay. Now similarly at all these points, do the 45 degrees lines, parallel lines. Okay, so like this. For getting parallel lines, we can use the drafter easily. And here I am using roll scale for getting the parallel lines. I will take this is a reference line. I will move the scale at all the points. So at all these points, we have to do the vertical projectile lines. Take this is a reference line. Move the scale at all the points. Getting all intersection points, we have to do the side view here. Just do 60 mm, one dark line. 60 mm we took from here. Okay, this is 60. By using the projectile line, same gap, we have to do one line between the projectile lines. Okay, so take initial intersection point. Okay, here one intersection point, make it dark. Every time no need to measure. Already we took the projectile lines. It is 6 centimeters. After that, make the entire box here. So for making that box, I am taking the end corner points. Okay, I will do one box here. After getting the box, here at 15 mm, do one line. So already we took 15 mm here. Make this line should be dark. Okay, after that, here also at 10 mm, we have to take one dark line. getting these two lines. Here take wherever semicircular section is there, okay, that lines should be dashed lines, okay. So this here one line is coming dotted line, so here one line is coming dotted, okay. It is coming entire this height. Now here also one dashed line. Okay, after getting these lines, here the next lines, projectile line should be dark within these boxes. So from this point to this point, this point to this point, make lines. Now center line is the axis line. The axis, it is coming throughout this height. This is the center projectile line. Axis means two big lines with a dot, like this. Here after getting all three views, we have to mark the given dimensions. Okay, let us mark. Here so many dimensions have given. Okay, in these dimensions we have to mark few dimensions in the front view, few dimensions in the top view, remaining dimensions in the side view. Like that we have to distribute all the given dimensions in 3 diagrams. Okay, no need to mark all the dimensions in only one diagram. Okay, distribute it properly and cover all the dimensions. Here it is 10 mm thickness. Okay, here I have marked 10 mm. Now after that this thickness is 15 mm. Okay, so 15 mm here I have marked, and this width is 55 mm. Okay, now here I have marked, and then entire width is how much it is, 80 mm. So 80 I have marked here, and next in the top view I have marked a few dimensions. Okay, so in the top view this is 10 mm. Okay, it has given here, so this is 10 mm. Entire this width is 60 mm. Okay, here I have marked, and this side is 15 mm, this side is 15 mm. So the same units I have marked here, and this is 35 mm. Okay, this is a 35 mm. Okay, here I have marked. Here I have marked entire height. Okay, this height is 50 mm. Okay, I have marked here. In this way we have to mark all the given dimensions. So initially we did the rough diagram. Okay, do in the paper, not in the sheet. By using the correct dimensions, we have to do all the 3 diagrams. By seeing this, just do roughly all the 3 correctly. After that, make these diagrams. If you like this lecture, hit the like button, subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you for watching.